There are so many different types of animals that live in the ocean, from cute little fishes to enormous whales. But some of them can be downright scary. That's why today we're going to talk about the most cruel and cold-blooded animal in the ocean. I know many would think it's the shark, but no, it's not. It's actually a fish that can blend into its surroundings, lurk on the ocean floor, and deliver not only a painful sting, but also injects a deadly venom that can cause not only paralysis, also respiratory weakness. Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll be learning about the stonefish, the world's most venomous fish. Before I proceed, I want to thank all our viewers and subscribers. I really appreciate your support. That the motivation that keeps us moving forward. Let's get started. The stonefish got its name because it looks like a rock. The rough texture on its skin makes it look just like a pebble or a small stone. This helps the stonefish camouflage with its surroundings. They can blend in with the gravel and rocks on the ocean floor, usually have shades of brown, gray, yellow, green, and red, but they also come in blue, white, and orange. The color depends on where they live. Stonefish are found in the Pacific Ocean, mostly in shallow waters, coral reefs, and rocky areas. They can be found from Japan to Australia and from India to the Philippines. Since they prefer warm water, they're unlikely to be found farther north or south. Although the stonefish prefers to live in shallow waters, it can dive up to 984 feet deep if it needs to. That's deeper than the average ocean dive. Stonefish has special fins that make it look like a rock, but these fins are also what allows it to move. Its dorsal fin is made up of 13 spines that are poisonous. The poison is extremely toxic. If a human is stung by this fish, it can cause paralysis, difficulty breathing, and even death. So it's better not to mess with them. If they feel threatened, they can also inflate themselves, which makes it harder for predators to swallow them. I presume you're wondering how heavy they actually are? Well, if you must know, there are different species of stonefish, but on average they weigh around 2.2 pounds. However, there are larger ones that can reach 11 pounds. One of the heaviest stonefish ever recorded weighed 18 pounds, almost 9 kilograms, was caught off the coast of Taiwan. This stonefish measured 14 inches long, making it one of the biggest on record. Now that's a big fish. The biggest stonefish ever caught measured 31 inches long and was caught off the coast of Australia in 1996. It's safe to say that a stonefish will probably never grow much bigger than this. Their growth rate slows down once they reach sexual maturity, which means that they'll stop growing at some point. Unlike some fish, their maximum size isn't known, so they could potentially grow larger. Stonefish don't seem to suffer from gigantism. This is when a species grows unusually large. It's more likely that the stonefish will remain the same size as their ancestors. Now, let's talk about they eat. Now that you know how big a stonefish can get, you might be wondering what they eat. After all, they need enough food to keep them healthy and help them grow. Well, it turns out that stonefish aren't picky eaters. They'll eat almost anything that moves. Smaller stonefish feed on plankton and small crustaceans. As they get bigger, they start hunting larger prey like shrimp, crabs, eels, and sometimes even other fish. When a stonefish gets hungry, it waits for its prey to swim close by. Then it quickly opens its mouth and swallows its dinner. It's rumored that a stonefish can swallow prey twice as big as itself. That's impressive. Some people think that stonefish can go after humans, but this is very unlikely. Even if they could, there are much easier food sources in the ocean. When it comes to age, the lifespan of a stonefish depends on the species and environmental factors. Generally speaking, they can live between 4 and 15 years. The longest living stonefish was kept in an aquarium. It lived for 20 years. They're in the wild. They're more likely to die younger due to predators or getting caught by fishermen. The maximum age for stonefish is unknown, so it's possible that they can live longer than this. Like most fish, they tend to reach sexual maturity between the ages of 1 and 4 years old. Once they reach this milestone, they'll be able to find a mate and reproduce. Stonefish are broadcast spawners, which means that females release eggs into the water and males release sperm to fertilize them. No matter how brutal it seems, of course, it has natural enemies. Stonefish might look like rocks, but they're still hunted by sea predators. Larger fish like groupers and sharks are known to eat stonefish. Crabs, lobsters, and shrimp will also hunt stonefish. In some cases, other stonefish will eat smaller ones. But sometimes the predator ends up becoming the prey. People eat stonefish in some countries. Its meat tastes similar to other fish, but it's bony and not very popular. Sometimes stonefish end up in sushi. This can be dangerous since their spines are still poisonous. It takes a lot of preparation to remove the spines and toxins. Fishermen don't always get it right, so some people end up getting poisoned. This can lead to numbness, weakness, drowsiness, blurred vision, vomiting, diarrhea, headache, hypertension, and even respiratory arrest. Luckily, there's a very simple way to avoid all of these symptoms. Just don't eat stonefish. But it's not just humans who try to eat them. Seabirds sometimes eat stonefish. This can be risky since their spines are poisonous. The bird needs to eat a lot of stones to build their nest. They do this because they like the way the stones look. But seriously, don't eat stonefish unless you want to experience some intense pain. As you can see, the ocean is full of strange and fascinating creatures. From colorful coral reefs to huge whales and everything in between, there's always something new to learn.
Ow.
We hope you enjoyed learning about the stonefish. Did you know about this fish before watching this video? Have you ever seen a stonefish in real life? If you have, did you get stung? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.